Okay. Alright, so basically where we are in the story, right? I've explained why I was in. So I've explained. So we're talking about like. Basically, just brought this topic of like I'm gonna try and go through all the things that like. All the like artworks that have really influenced me. Influence is such a bad word because it's like. Oh yeah, reading, like learning about maths influenced how I made buildings. Like no, that's what you made buildings with. Like the ideas in math. You didn't. It's not like, oh, I read maths and then like convinced me of like an opinion. It's not like an opinion. But you get influenced to have like opinions. I'm trying to find a really good way to measure where I'm meant to put these. I think maybe that. I'm eyeballing it. Eyeballing it. Seems pretty similar. Okay, so basically, what I'm up to now is I started talking about what the fuck? I just ripped it right off. Oh my god. I don't even have enough of these left if this one doesn't work. Oh, I'm not even filming myself. You're missing the cool gameplay, guys. Anyway, so, So the next one, I was like, oh, I'm not going to talk about every like non-media like things that were just actually events, like actual events in my life that sort of formed how I am, so influenced me. But I'm going to talk about one because there's one that is like super obviously like the Giga one, and there are sort of like There's like other things that are very similar to this. Other than just like A, running away from home, and B, like basically role playing like survival / fighting in pairs while it was raining in like forest situations. Which is sort of the same thing as running away, because running away always involved like hiding in a forest, but you also had like a car, and you'd also go to like the snowy mountains. Anyway, so it's funny because like in Australia, like the name Snowy Mountains like makes sense because there literally is only one mountain range on the like mainland that like actually gets snow. But it just must be so funny for other countries to be like, yeah, like the mountains that get snow on them. Like, anyway, shout out that one mountain range though. It's actually the most beautiful thing in the entire world. So this thing, right? We're gonna call it like. We're gonna call it Hope Parkia. Basically, it was run by this dude who we were friends with. But there's like this. He was kind of like a ringleader of a group almost. Except no one really liked him. But I think we were all like super ironic. He was a memer. Like he was pretty funny. He said like a lot of funny things. I didn't really understand most of what he said though because I didn't actually have access to YouTube really until I was like in year 7 anyway. I mean I watched like Ryan Higa videos. And that was kind of it, which was kind of all anyone ever needed anyway. But he was like this kind of ringleader guy because it was like I think we just like thought that like creating a social structure that was like tyrannical was just funny. Like I think that like that was the whole point because it was like he would give away like free food basically if you were nice to him. And I'm not gonna lie, we really enjoyed the free food. If you were nice, if you like hung out around him, if you pleased him, like it wasn't even like he wasn't even pretending that it was like an actual charity thing. Like it was just like completely selfish, and it was really funny. But I think the whole idea was like I just don't believe that was like the only like I don't think that we really would have like hung around him if that was it. I think that we actually just liked the fact that he was like this evil, like this like obviously tyrannical figure, because it was really funny. Like it would just like lead to a lot of funny situations where like two people were trying to like impress him at the same time or something. I don't know. I just think I genuinely believe that it's like we actually like that about him, even though it's like such a stupid and like comically villainous sort of trait. He also like would like. Anyway, this guy actually became a character in my life again, like way later on, and that was like a very interesting like recovery arc, like a rediscovery arc. But for now, he's just this like guy, and I like kind of like him, and I kind of don't like him. Like he's kind of not whiny, which I liked. Like there's other kid who I really didn't like, who I feel like. He was like sort of similar, like why are people like this guy? But that guy was really like whiny, and he was also like really possessive. Like this guy was like possessive of other people, but he wouldn't like be mad if they just didn't like him. Like he would just be like, okay, I lost. Like I guess he wanted people to like him, but he wasn't like, oh like you have to like me. Because this other kid who I just like despised. Because this one day he had like this friend, and I was also his friend, and he's like, no, like this guy's only allowed to be my friend. He's only like only I am allowed to be friends with him, and that was like the most annoying thing ever. But he got his comeuppance like 7 times, dude. Like it was so good. It was like it's fine. Anyway, so this guy. Anyway, so I can't keep saying this guy. I have to make fake names. All right, we're gonna call this guy Aaron Yeager. So he's the Aaron Yeager is the guy who like is like the ringleader of the group. And he's also, he's kind of like, I think the group also gravitated around him, because he was kind of like this, like, cruel, sort of, like, I think, what ended up happening in this group was that a lot of the kids were actually, like, really smart. And I think that he was, like, they were also, like, all into, like, TF2, I think. But I wasn't like whenever I recall this group, I can't even speak about it in terms of like what they were into. I know they were into like TF2 and Undertale, and like, but I didn't know what either of those things were because I just wasn't like I only played Minecraft really and League of Legends, but like we don't talk about that ever. Although I do actually have a strange fondness for League of Legends that I will not describe here, but it's a fondness for a very specific part of it. Anyway. I didn't really know what was going on, and like I feel like most of the lunchtimes people would make up, like they would just reference memes, but I didn't know that they were referencing like a meme, or like I didn't know what the thing they were referencing was. And I remember on multiple occasions I'd like try and manually make a meme so it would be like one that I would know. Like I would be like, oh, this is like a meme now, guys. Like start saying this, but it was like it's like sprung from an event that like no one else was at. Like I remember in ethics class we had to like make there's like a paper plane, and like the idea like the like we had to make a paper plane for some reason, and like I just said like wait, let me make a plane real quick, like let me make a plane real quick. That was the like as if it was like there'd ever be a situation where you have to be like, guys stop, I know what I have to do, I need to make a paper plane. And that was like a meme. I was like, this is a meme now. And the kid who was there was like I want you to say this frequently, like to other people, because that's kind of how like I experienced memes, not having like watched them, but like having literally caught them as a virus that someone else said. Like I was like Chinese whispering my memes, and it was really fucking cool. Like I actually liked that. And I was like always trying to like reverse engineer like information, like what is this about, like, and like what is this like I never like knew what the video actually looked like, and some of them I still don't like. I still don't know. Like I play Pokemon Go every day. I still don't know like what that video actually looks like, but I have an idea in my head of what it looks like. Like it's filmed in my friend's house. When I think of that meme, I think of my friend's house. I think of the arcade machine in his house. And I think the reason I think of that is because I remember someone was like, no, there's no way you haven't seen that video. And I'm like, no, I know the video, I just haven't seen it. Like, I don't know, I was scared of YouTube, and I think that's a very, like, I should have been scared of the bad side of YouTube, but it's not important. I was just never go on YouTube. I really hope this is good. But it looks like this is fucked. Oh god. If it doesn't, I can just pick up. So anyway, this ringleader guy. I think the reason we liked him so because one of the funniest things, I actually have an artifact I could probably show you. Is like there was this kid who made, and this is the kid I was telling you about before who I didn't like. This is like the newspaper we made in year 6. It was like the coolest thing ever, actually. And this I actually still have never made anything that I'm like is more me than this. Like the idea of making media that is like only makes sense to like 8 people because or it's like so like laden in references. And like it's so like imminent to the audience, like as in like we literally like this was literally just us interviewing our friends. And like, and the joke was just like, we would write down whatever he said even before he knew that he was being interviewed. So it would just be like, Alex, he wasn't a dancer. This is called Alex the Dancer. Alex is a dancer. We interviewed this perfect, talented man. He was 11. To take up some space we needed to fill. The whole newspaper was just like, we just need things to write. And then it would be like, we did this, okay, Alex is a dancer. We interviewed this perfectly talented man to take up some space we needed to fill. Brackets, we do that a lot. And then referred spot incorrectly, asterisk, refer to page 4. Where I just assume we just did something to take up space again. Yeah, look. And then what I did was that there was just me at the end being like, I have to write in cap space to take up heaps of space. Because like I had a bunch of more pages. Anyway, this literally has the guy, Aaron, I was talking about. There's an article on him calling him Money Man, which we'll read for sure later. But Alex the Dancer. Alex, we heard you dancers. We heard you dancers. And then Alex, huh? Us, why do you like dancing? And then he says, show, I don't know, it's in like quotation marks, it's in Tumblr marks. Shows us his moves, and I think he started dancing, okay? What style of dancing do you do? Alex, me mom. So that's like a meme. How long have you been dancing? Alex, 100 years. Who taught you to dance? Alex, your face. Then a stick-figure dabbing, but then it says, not Alex, he's much better at dancing. Then this is a comic that our other friend drew. But, yeah, Moneyman Aaron Yeager. Aaron Yeager has kept our newspaper alive with his top-of-the-line donating skills. We didn't need to make a profit. I don't understand this. It's a thing again where it's like actually struggling and like the real economic problems and stuff is always just a plot point. Like for me as a kid, it's like what will be the narrative tension unless it's the fact we're poor or we need to pay for it. Like we would literally shill out to this guy, but we didn't need we had to pay for photocopying costs, which my dad would have paid gladly. We have to cover our own photocopying costs. With his amazing donation of $8, there's no way he donated us $8. No, I think it says 8, and then whatever it wrote 1. With his, I think he was like, yeah, I'll pay you guys $8, and then he was like, wait, no way, $1. He has single-handedly paid for almost 9 loaves of bread. Yeah, we were just we would be so obsessed with food, but it would just be but it wasn't oh, this is yummy. It's oh, we just that's our thing, is that we're obsessed with this food. It was because we just, the goal, we had to have things we needed, I think. as characters. Like we had to have the things we needed, and like the whole thing was like Toast, Zara, the dog. Like just Zara. We just repped the dog. It wasn't even my dog. It was just I would go over to Shane's house every Wednesday and love this dog. So it was just Toast, Zara, play League of Legends, and it was just the best. But it was like the Toast was like such a like we like needed like we had to like it's like okay, I guess we love Toast, but like the idea was like if we're really gonna love this or if this is like our thing, we have to just like want it infinitely. Like we have to make it like this sort of like almost like a like no, almost like a freaking yeah, I don't know, like a point system. Like we were just like whatever I guess it's like to characterize. So we sort of have this like narrative tension, right? Of like, oh, we need money, but we couldn't actually cash out money, or like that's kind of ironic. Like we couldn't. I'm using cash out in like the philosophical sense. Like it's like we can't have the reason we like money to be we actually need to live because that's actually boring. So the reason we have to like money, like the reason we have this like desperation, it can't just be because we like money, because money's sort of like undifferentiated and impersonal. But it also can't be that we like need to like pay for our rent, because A, that actually is just depressing, and B, like it's kind of just like the feeling that your house isn't actually your house is like the single worst feeling in the entire world. And B, like we have to. It can't just be like we like money because it's just boring, but it can't be like we need to pay our rent. So like, what's it gonna be? We have to like find an object which we could want infinite of, and like it would kind of just be Toast, because it's like I guess what we wanted infinite of was like this actually like this setting, right, where it would just be us eating toast, playing League of Legends, under the yellow light of the living room. Because the cool thing was that it was just so cool. Because it was like the computers were set up in the kitchen, so like you get all the like background noise of like the kit. It was just really cool, and like I don't know, like it was so good. Anyway, so it's like it was almost like cause bread was part of that like trifecta. Like it was like bread would was like a percentage of the experience. Like if we just kept buying bread, those events would keep happening. Like it wasn't the bread as like a thing you can eat anywhere. Like a bread that refers to that. Anyway, that was like why we loved bread so much. Even if we told him truthfully that he would be on the front page, it would still be a lie. Anything I am writing from this point forward is to fill this page and make it look like I have lots to say. Capitals take more space. I don't know if this was my hand. This is not my handwriting. This must have been Shane's handwriting. The best bag to ever exist. Tyrant of the Kindies. Oh yeah, that was this kid. Oh my gosh. This one failed to print. I guess like there's gonna be another copy of Tyrant of the Kindies somewhere. How to make cookies recipe. This one's really funny because it's just poison. You'll, not us, need. Like, cause you know, it's like you're like, oh, we'll need this. But like the whole point is like, no, there's no way we're eating this cookie. So we're just like, you'll need 1 liter of poison, brackets, real. 1 times wheel, brackets, ready to fill in. And you, brackets, alive. Which kidney was this? There was this girl that we would just befriended. Like we were in year 6 and she was in kindergarten or year 1, but she was just so she's just like insane. And it was like a challenge to like, it's like could you deal with this person? It was like this weird like. It was so I don't know, but it was really interesting. We were friends with her, and it was like. She was so insufferable, but it was like kind of fun to have like someone so insufferable to deal with. But that was this. That was like beware this tyrannical kindi. I can't find it now. Anyway, oh, this one's letting me film for 19 minutes. That's crazy. Usually they stop. So anyway, we still haven't even got into the Hope Parkia thing. So basically, it's Aaron Yeager's birthday party, right? And so he's a ringleader, so everyone's there, but he's a ringleader, he's like a guy, like, everyone, like, kind of knows him, but no one is, like, locked in with this man. Anyway, me, Shane, and freaking Joaquin are, like, locked in, because we've been doing this for a while now. Like, we've been having like sleepovers where we just sword fight, and we've actually been talking like recently about doing this again, doing Hope Park here again. Even though Hope Park here is getting like a disgusting freaking apartment block built next to it, which is the worst thing that's ever happened. But it's still pretty big. It's still pretty awesome. Like the area that is getting the apartment block was actually out of bounds anyway, so it's not like the park is small. It's just there's gonna be a disgusting building there instead of this really cool like wild area. Anyway, so this is the best one. Wait, sorry, I just listen to this. Listen to this piano chord. And like the like kind of like spooky, but we're cool with it. It's so good. It's actually the greatest thing ever that's happened in music. You guys stop speaking so spelling. Okay, so where were we? Yes. So because we have this like freaking thing already going